Folks, I am live from the most talked about tough place on the Lofa County Road, and that is the Baziwen town. So Baziwen is a town that has become familiar to all travelers on this Lofa Road due to the level of toughness of the road. The road is entirely spoiled, so traveling through this mud must really be a hellhole experience. So that is it. And as you can see right now, we just got here. There are 3 cars already stuck in this mud. I'm told by the travelers here that they've been here since last night. So you can imagine the kind of feelings they must be having now. Quite terrible an experience. So from the back there, you can see one, and then in the middle here, folks, there is this one that the guys have really been struggling with. They've cleared the mud from before it, trying to see whether they can pull it out, but they still are not succeeding at doing so. And then just aside of this, there is another one stuck right before me here. This red one, folks, is being offloaded. The goats have been taken off, trying to see how they can reduce the weight and give it a try as to whether or not they will get out. But this is the kind of experience people in this part of Liberia are subjected to. I mean, they go through on a daily basis, so that is why when we take the national debate, we are speaking from informed background, a background on which we have hands-on experience. Okay, so the 2 Land Cruisers back there, I'm traveling on one of those 2 Land Cruisers, but we just cannot pass here because the cars are stopped before us. So we're still looking to see. We could really help this first one, but I think they have something beyond the toughness of the road, because the guy just said that the tire has a problem. But these folks have been here since last night, and you can imagine what is it that they have been experiencing to pass the night in this kind of environment. It's very uncomfortable, but they have to do it because this is their life. They have to take their goods to Monrovia to have it sold, to be able to put bread on their tables. That is it, folks. Just see the road. You see the intensity of the mud. Okay, this is it, folks. This is it, folks. This is it. These guys look all weary up because they've been here in the mud since last night, trying to get these vehicles out of this mud, but they still haven't succeeded, so they're sitting in frustration. I don't know whether or when help will come, and there is this other one here. They too have been here since last night. I mean, looking at the guy holding the vehicle, you can tell quite well that he's frustrated about what he's going through now. So I mean, this is something we all need to have a collective consideration of, because the road experience is not peculiar to one set of people. Okay, so if there's a serious challenge here that causes people not to travel to Monrovia, that has an inadvertent effect on the supply of agricultural and other products to the Monrovia market. So that is it, and we think that this road, we appreciate the government so far for the semblance of works we've seen on the road, on the Banga strip. Yes, so we hope that that issue can finally become a dream come true, because thousands of our people in this side of the country still are not quite sure whether or not this dream will be fulfilled. But as a person who myself has commuted the road, I can say for clarity that We see some road works going on, but we pray, we hope and pray that the necessary resources can be galvanized to have this road finally done once and for all and give our people life. Okay, so these cars now are now moving through. These cars are moving through now, trying to give help to this other gentleman at the back here. Will they succeed? Fellow Liberians, this is it. You're having a vivid scene of the challenge folks go through. These vehicles, Land Cruisers vehicles, typically built for these kinds of tough roads. But imagine the kind of challenge this gentleman is having to cross this place. So if, you know, top-notch NGOs that have these kinds of facilities can have quite a Herculean task moving through, think about the ordinary Liberians who will have to commute on old buses or old cars trying to get to their various destinations. It's quite unimaginable the kind of pain they go through. You know, it's quite it's just quite unimaginable, folks. So that is it. Look at it. Look at it, folks. Folks are all the way there from the back. They've been right in this forest scene since last night. Since last night, folks, they've been here, and yeah, that is it. That is it, folks. So okay, look at the old man on top of that bus. He's been offloading goats for close to an hour now since we arrived here. They're trying to reduce the weight on that bus and to try other means of pulling it out from this mud. So you can see the level of agony in his face. The pain is just so tense that he's very angry about it. That is what happens when people go through tense, tough situations beyond their control. You know, so that is it, folks. They are now trying to connect it with the bus in the middle of the road here to get it off, and then to see whether there can be means for the other vehicles to plow out. But I hope by now you would have had an experience of what is going on the other side. So while you sit in your comfort zone every day, you need to understand that all is not well, and all certainly will not be. All certainly will not be. Okay, so let's see if this strategy works. If this strategy works, let's see whether it will work. That cable is very terrible. I hope it doesn't cut. Okay, this guy is finally pulled out. It's finally pulled out. Yeah, but it's still difficult how he passes by this red bus. If he manages to get in that water there, I don't know how deep that water is, but if he manages to cross there, then it's kudos for him. But that is it, folks. So I like to call it a day. I hope you enjoyed this short video. Share, like, and share this video so that thousands of our compatriots in Liberia and in the diaspora can see what these people are going through.